Hi designers, you're welcome back to another amazing tutorial. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to draft, cut and sew an Asooke pants with a side pocket. It is simple, detailed and beginner friendly. So if this looks like what you're interested in, please keep on watching. And if this is your first time on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and also drop a comment. Here I have the Asooke I'll be using for this tutorial and I have 7 pieces of Asooke here. But I'll advise you get 8 if you want to make yours because these 7 pieces was not enough for me. I had to do some joining to get what I want for the pants. So if you want to make yours, I'll advise you get a bundle of Asooke if you want it to be enough for you. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join the Asooke. And before joining, the first thing to do is to cut out the length of the pants you are making plus your hemming allowance. So for me, the length of the pants I'm making plus my hemming allowance is 43 inch. I'm going to go ahead to fold the Asooke into two like this. Then I'll cut out the 43 inch like you see me doing in the video. So once I'm done cutting out the 43 inch, I'm going to head over to my sewing machine to join the two pieces of Asooke together. So when joining, all you need to do is to place one of the Asooke on the other one by at least 0.25 inch. Then you run a stitch on. So I'm going to be joining 3 pieces of Asooke together because I'm making a free pant. So all you need to do is to calculate your hip measurement divided by 4 plus your ease and your sewing allowance and crotch extension to know if the 2 pieces of Asooke will be enough for you or you will have to join 3 pieces together. So for me, I went ahead to join 3 pieces. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to do the joining, then I'll come back to show you what to do next. So here I've joined the Asooke and I joined 3 pieces of the Asooke to get this width you see here. Like I said earlier, the Asooke was not enough, so I had to manage and work with what I have because I couldn't go back to the market to get an extra one. So now we are going to go ahead to start drafting. And the first thing I'll be doing is to mark the waistline. So I'll draw a straight line at the top, which is going to be serving as the waistline for the pants I'm going to be making. Next, I'll insert my vertical measurement. So I'm going to be attaching a waistband to this pant and the height of the waistband is going to be 1.5 inch. So I'll start taking my measurement from that 1.5 inch. So from the waistline, I'll mark my waist to hip depth which is 9 inch. After that, I'll go ahead to insert my waist to crotch line which is 11 inch. But I'll be adding 1 inch extra to that 11 inch because I'm making a free pant. So I'll go ahead to mark 12 inch as a crotch line. After which I'll also go ahead to mark the full length of the pants we are making. So the pant is a straight pant. You don't need your waist to knee measurement. After marking this, the next thing I'll go ahead to do is to draw straight horizontal lines at the point I just marked with my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So after drawing the horizontal lines, the next thing I'll go ahead to do now is to insert my hip measurement divided by 4 on the crotch line. So I'll go ahead to mark that. Then I'll add 1 inch extra for ease because it's going to be a free pant. So if you want it to be more free, you can mark 2 or 2.5 inch. After that, I'll go ahead to mark 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. I'll be using 0.5 inch to join the crotch area and 1 inch for the side. After doing this, I'll go ahead to mark the same thing on the hip depth line and also on the waistline, after which I'll connect them together with a straight line like this. Next, I'm going to go ahead to draw the crotch extension for the front. And to do that, what I'll go ahead to do first is to measure my actual hip measurement divided by 4. That is minus my ease and swing allowance. So here is my hip measurement divided by 4. I'll go ahead to divide what I got into 2. So I'll fold my triple into 2 like this. Then I'll go ahead to fold it into another 2 again. So whatever you get, you go ahead to insert that as the crotch extension for your pants. After that, I'll go ahead to come out by 1 inch from this angle like this and mark. After which I'll go ahead to draw the curve like you see me doing in the video. So this is what the crotch for the front is going to look like. Next, I'll move over to the waistline, and on the waistline, I'll go ahead to insert my waist measurement divided by 4 and mark. After marking that, I'll mark 1.5 inch for my sewing allowance. So this sewing allowance is going to be the allowance that I'll use in joining the crotch together and also in joining the side seam. So I'll be using 0.5 inch to join the crotch together, then the remaining 1 inch is going to be for the side seam. That is why I'm using 1.5 inch as my allowance. So next I'll go ahead to connect the waist to my hip depth with the curved part of my ruler like you see me doing in the video. So after connecting the waist to the hip depth, this is what it is going to look like once you are done doing that. The next thing I'll be doing is to work on the legs of the pant. So it's a free pant I'm making a free pant. So if you're not making a free pant, you can go ahead to insert your thigh measurement and your knee measurement. But this pant is a free pant. So on this side of the pant, I'll just go ahead to use my hand to connect it all the way down to the hem of the pant like you see me doing in the video. So if you want yours to be fitted, you can simply go ahead to mark your thigh measurement and your knee measurement. So for the side, I'm going to be leaving the side the way it is because it's going to be a free pant. So basically this is what the front block of the pant is going to look like. I'm going to be fixing my zipper on the side of the pant. The next thing I'll go ahead to do now is to cut it out. So after cutting, this is what the front block of the pant is going to look like. Next, I'm going to go ahead to draft the back of the pant. So here I have my Asooke for the back. When cutting the Asooke for the back, make sure that the length of the back is longer than that of the front, and also make sure that you have a wider fabric for the back. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do for the back now is to place the front block of the pant on the back like this, because I'm going to be using this front block to cut out the back. So I'll go ahead to place it like you see me doing in the video, making sure that I have space at the top of the pants for the back rise, and also I have allowance on the crotch area for the back crotch extension. So once I'm done doing it, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to start working on the back. So for the back, the first thing I'll go ahead to do now is to extend the crotch line on the front all the way to the back. So after doing that, I'm going to go ahead to insert the extension for the back crotch. So for the back crotch, I'm just going to go ahead to mark 2 inch for the back crotch extension. So if you're a plus size, you can do 2.5 inch for that extension. After that, I'll go ahead to mark the 2 inch all the way like you see me doing in the video, after which I'll connect the point together. So this is what the crotch is going to look like once you're done inserting it. The next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to mark the same 2 inch all the way down to the hem of the pant. So if you don't want your pants to be too free, you can simply go ahead to connect the crotch to the front of the pant. This depends on how free you want your pant to be. So I'm going to be adding an extra fabric to this part, then I'll complete the lower part of the trouser I'm making. So once I'm done doing this, the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to insert the back rise for the pants I'm making. And to do that, I'll go ahead to extend the line all the way to the top like this. Then I'll extend the back by 2 inch. So I'm going up by 2 inch like this and mark. After which I'll connect it all the way to the side like you see me doing in the video. So once you're done doing this, make sure that what you have at that point is your actual waist measurement divided by 4, so you don't end up with a bigger waist. So I had to trim the waist area after making it because I didn't really take note of that while drafting. So basically this is what the back is going to look like. The next I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to cut it out. So after cutting, this is what it is going to look like. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to start joining the piece together. So for the joining, what I'll go ahead to do first is to go over to my sewing machine to join the side of the pant together. So I'm not joining the crotch area first, I'll be joining the side together. So I'm going to go ahead to open it up like this. Then I'll place the front on the back like you see me doing in the video, making sure the good face are facing each other. After doing that, I'll go over to my sewing machine to close up the side using the 1 inch sewing allowance I added while drafting, and I'll be doing the same thing for the other leg of the pant also. So here I've gone ahead to close up the side, and this is what I have after closing up the side. So if you should turn it over to the good face, this is what it looks like. So after stitching the side, make sure you give it a good press. I also went ahead to repeat the same thing on this other side. So this is what it is going to look like after you turn it over to the good face. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to quickly do now is to attach the side pockets to the pant. And to do that, the first thing I'll go ahead to do is to measure where the pocket is going to be. So for that, I'll go ahead to open up the pant like this. After opening up the pant, I'll take my measurement from the waist to the knee.
So this is the piece of fabric I'm going to be using for the pocket. I'm going ahead to cut it out. So initially I wanted to make a combat pocket, but the Asooke was not enough. So what I went ahead to do was just to place the pocket on the pant, and I'm going to be explaining how I did that. So the first thing to do before you go ahead to start stitching your pocket to the pant is to measure where you want the pocket to be. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead to fold the pants into two again like this. After which, I'll take the measurement from the waist to the point where I want the pocket to be. So because I'll be attaching the waistband to the pant, I'll start taking my measurement from 2 inch, and I'll go ahead to take the measurement all the way down to the knee of the pant I'm making. So this is the point where the pocket is going to be stopping. So the pocket is going to be going upward like this, and this is the piece of fabric I'm going to be using for the pocket. So the width of the pocket is 9 inch, and the length of the pocket is 10 inch. So I'm going to be folding in 0.5 inch on both sides, while at the top I'm going to be folding in 1 inch. So before I go ahead to insert the pocket to the pants, I'm going to go ahead to fold in 1 inch at the top like this and stitch. After sewing that, I'm going to go ahead to fold in 0.5 inch on the side and also on the lower part. So I'll use my iron to keep it in place first, after which I'll secure it with my pin, then I'll stitch it on the pant. So I'll go back to my sewing machine to quickly do all this, then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. After fixing the pocket to the pants, this is what it looks like once I was done fixing the pocket to the pants. And I did the same thing on the other side, and this is what the other part of the pants is going to look like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to join the pant together. So I'll place it like this, making sure the good face are facing each other. Then I'll go back to my sewing machine to close up the crotch area. So I'll be sewing just this part of the pants, and I'll do the same thing for this other side also. So I'll go ahead to quickly do this, then I'll come back to show you what next. After sewing the crotch, this is what it looks like after sewing the crotch. The next thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to open up the pant like this and place it like you see me doing in the video. Then I'll be closing up this part of the pant. So to close up this part of the pant, you're going to go ahead to make sure that the crotch are meeting like this. You place them like this, then you go ahead to stitch from the center to the side and do the same thing for the other side. So after joining, this is what it looks like. I also went ahead to give it a good press, and this is what the pant looks like once I was done joining. So note that I'm going to be inserting my zipper on the side of the pant. I didn't mention it earlier. The zipper is going to be on the side of the pant. The next I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to attach the waistband to the pant. So here is the piece of fabric I'm going to be using for the waistband, and the width of the piece of fabric I have here is 5 inch. I'm going to be folding this into two before attaching it to the trouser. So to fix it, I'm going to go ahead to start stitching from the wrong side. So I'll place my waistband on the wrong side like you see me doing in the video, and I'm going to stitch all the way around. So I'm just trying to explain how I'm going to be inserting the waistband. So after stitching all the way around using 0.5 inch, note that I'll be stitching one piece of the waistband first. So once I'm done stitching the first part, I'm going to go ahead to fold in the other side. So I'll fold it on my pant like this. So first I'll fold in 0.5 inch on the waistband, then I'll go ahead to place it on the pant, after which I'll run a stitch all the way around. So I'm going to go back to my sewing machine to quickly do this. After that, I'll attach my zipper on the side of the pant, after which I'll also go ahead to hem the lower part of the pant. So once I'm done doing all this, I'll come back to show you the final look of the pants. So after fixing my waistband and hemming the pant and fixing my zipper, this is what the pant looks like. It came out really nice and my clients loved the outcome. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.